Our topic is how to help hearing impaired people with cochlear implants learn music better. When we mentioned hearing impaired people, we meant those who have high frequency hearing loss. This means that they cannot hear high notes. We learned it from our fellow teammate, Matthew Zoe. He and Eddie Chi will now explain what a cochlear implant is.
So a cochlear implant is an electronic medical device surgically implanted. And my friend here, Matthew Zoe, has one on his left ear. There's one part outside which is connected to the ear and one part inside his skull, which was surgically implanted.
The problems I have had with my cochlear implant will be like, sometimes when people talk softly, I wouldn't be able to hear at all, and sometimes like I wouldn't hear like very high pitched noises, like if you scratch your nails on the chalkboard.
One existing solution to this problem was for the hearing impaired person to listen only on the side that they have a cochlear implant on, but this would only serve as the use of a hearing aid, which amplifies the sound. And another solution, which actually works, is a frequency warping device, which literally squeezes the larger range of hearing that people normally have into the smaller range of the cochlear implant.
We had 3 interviews. The first one was with Matthew Zoe, who told us that he had a hard time hearing high frequency notes. The second one was with Matthew Zoe's piano teacher, Mr. Giles, who told us that Matthew Zoe behaved like a normal child and just needed help to stay on track. The third one was with Professor Chi, a professor who studies audiology. He taught us about frequency warping.
So we have a solution to this problem, and it includes using a frequency modulation, which is a FM. And the FM changes the bandwidth using the formula 2 times the quantity B plus 1 times F sub M, where B is the modulation index and F sub M is the max modulation used. And the basic FM includes 3 parts: the channel, the transmitter, and the receiver.
We plan on putting the FM inside the instrument so the hearing impaired person with cochlear implant can hear the music and play. And then they can change the F sub M so they can hear all the notes on their chosen instrument. But due to some setbacks, the person would have a higher chance to succeed in wood drums, bell-like tones, brass, and clarinet-like tones.
After discussing, we found out that there were a few minor limitations to our idea. The first one is
the cost for the materials might be a little too much.
The second one is that the music might sound different, and it would have a delay because the transmitter has to transmit.
It may affect musicality, like how the music sounds.
And how the music evolves over time.
But overall, the advantages overcome the disadvantages because the device allows the user to hear sounds they could not hear before.
Also, we tested our idea on Matthew Zoe, and he said he could hear both he and Eddie when they were playing a duet.
So on December 7th, we shared with our parents some creative solutions we made, and we narrowed it down to inducing synesthesia, the FM modulator, and the moral body. And after further discussion, we made it into the FM transmitter as our final creative solution.
Today, we are trying to make you more aware of problems that are happening to hearing impaired people when learning music. We would like to hear feedback and opinions. We will also post a video of this presentation on YouTube.
Thank you.
So you are welcome to ask any questions you have.
Don't be shy.
So you are talking about this is helpful for those who wants to play instruments. How about those who do not play instruments? Is there any impact on those people?
If you use this, you can still hear music if you want to hear music, and you have stuff if you're hearing impaired with the cochlear implant.
Okay, thank you.
Anyone else?
How many hours you guys put on this project?
A lot. Each week we meet here for 2 hours, and as we're coming closer to the competition date, we've had more extra meetings.
So,
Who created the idea in the first day or first time? Who? Yeah. Who raised up the idea?
We had
We had our team. We wanted to help our team. Okay, so first we started with ADHD, only to find that there was no really any way to expand. And then we wanted to help our teammate Matthew Zoe, so we chose this topic.
Yeah, I understand you guys are meeting each week for a long time, 2 hours. Now after class, how do you guys communicate with each other, or you don't have any communications after class?
we would send emails a lot.
Oh.
So,
We will work together on Google Docs or anything Google.
Oh, that's nice.
And we
Okay,
also meet together in person.
Yeah.
Yeah, like in between meetings, like just 2 people or 3 people to work on the robot or the project by themselves.
Yeah, I think that's okay.
What have you learned from each other?
We learned how to like use divide and conquer, and since we're such a big team, we had to learn how to compromise. So we did a lot of voting. For example, in this picture you can see we were voting on our solutions and stuff.
Okay, that wraps up our project presentation. Good job.